everybody! It's time for Coco Baby! Woohoo! Coco Baby! Okay, so guys, before we actually get into this day, oh look, we've got these forageable things. That's pretty cool. Look, I had this idea. Wouldn't it be cool if we could play a prequel of Stardew Valley where you play as Grandpa? And this is before Joja Mart comes to the town. Probably technology is a little bit different back then. I know it's not a whole lot different probably, but you know, it would be cool, I think. I guess we'll save all of those for our little lady. And we'll sell the rest. It is Monday. Did I plant all my shit? I guess I did. I must have. I just feel like there's not much potato growing. Oh well. Anyway, I think it would be really cool to play as Grandpa. I'll show it. Pierre is not open, so I'm going to go ahead and water these until I can sell my stuff. I mean, can you imagine how the town dynamic would have been different? I mean, all the marriageable people would not have been born yet. And it would just be the dynamics of whatever the villagers are you know, at that time. I guess if you were doing that, you could only play, as Grandpa. So you might not have, a character creation, you know? And then, we don't really know much about Grandpa. I mean, we don't know his sexual orientation or who he married. I mean, assuming he married, maybe he didn't. And how did our player come to be, you know? I mean, it could have been, adopted, could have been, birth parents. I don't know, it's just raises a lot of questions, doesn't it? There's just so many mysteries to this whole game, and all the things that can happen, all the possible ways that history went. Anyway, it would be a really cool thing, I think. So I'm a little surprised that we don't have more potatoes. I feel like maybe I left my potato seeds at the mine. Did I actually do that? Or was that all the potatoes we had? I don't know, but we're gonna buy some stuff. We only have 8 more days in the season. So let's see what we have here. I'm kind of feeling like doing some quick return parsnips. And we're gonna sell all these goodies and just load up on parsnips. 2,000, do we really need to save money for anything? I'm just gonna say, get them parsnips, get them good. This is a lot of parsnips. But I mean, we don't have a lot of time. I don't know. Do we want to stock up on parsnips? I guess I'll save a little bit. We'll just do 90 frickin' parsnips. That's a lot of parsnips. Hey Gus, you're the love of my life. Pierre's got the good stuff. He is so friendly. He just has the nicest things to say about everyone. You know, I feel like the only thing he's ever said that was not super positive was about Pam when she didn't pay her tab. But even then, he was just saying it because he was having a hard time paying the bills. Ooh! Yay! Okay, do we want mushrooms or do we want fruit? I just feel like we want fruit. Bats, please. I mean, I really love mushrooms, don't get me wrong. But oops, wrong way. But the thing is, like, the mushrooms, like, I'm gonna have a lot of mushrooms on my farm because this is the forest farm. And the thing is, like, if you get the fruit one, you have a chance of finishing the community center faster, so that's great. Man, this is a lot of parsnips. And I see I missed one up there. That's probably driving someone crazy. You know, some mods make the game easier. I'm sure there's a mod that lets you, like, see what places you missed when you plant things. That would be super handy. But, you know, I kind of like just the simplicity of, you know, just... Oh, I meant to water that. Damn it. Okay, whatever. We lost a crop. I just like the simplicity of having to, like, struggle a little bit. I mean, it does enhance the realism in a way, because, I mean, in real life, you can't just be like, oh, which spaces did I miss? Now, I think the exception for that in games is, like, if there is something that should not be hard in real life, but it is hard in the game just because of how the UI is, and there's not really a good workaround, I think in those cases, it can be helpful to create some kind of, like, assistance for the player, because you don't want to give the wrong feel to the game, even if you have to sacrifice a little bit of realism by, like, making some kind of menu pop up or something that interrupts the flow. Like, if it saves you from giving the wrong experience for a certain action, I think it's a good trade-off. I mean, obviously it depends on the exact balance of those things, but in general, I have appreciated it when games do that. It's usually a great idea, in my opinion. Like, I think a good example of that is, like, oh, really? How are we out of energy already? This is what I mean. You get further in the game, and you have so much shit to do. It ain't like the old days when all you had was a single bag of parsnips. This farm is just moving up in the world. Anyway, like, a good example of this, like, UI trade-off for, like, to give the appropriate feeling for different actions. A good example of that is, like, in Zelda, like, from 64 up, I would say. I don't know, I haven't played all of the Zeldas, so I'm not sure if it goes for all of them. But, for example, when you're doing sword fighting, there's an option where you can lock on to an enemy, and it makes you always face them. And I mean, it helps you hit them a lot more accurately. And the weird thing is, like, should we do the mines? Yeah, let's do the mines. Like in real life, you can't lock on to people, but the problem is the way that controlling your direction of vision and controlling your movement just is incredibly hard. So if they didn't have that, when you're trying to face an enemy, I feel like it might give the feeling of, like, you're unable to be coordinated at all. It's as if you were, like, drunk constantly, and that's not the feeling you want to have. Now, I don't know if this just... Oh, God, I love it when he says that. Linus, you're my love. I know you do, and I would live here with you, my darling. We would, like, get freaky in that tent and everything. Anyway, like, you don't want to feel like you're drunk all the time, and I don't know if this just speaks to the kind of games that I'm used to playing. For example, if you're into, like, these first-person shooters or something, perhaps you have developed a skill that makes it easier for you to coordinate like that. So maybe that's not an issue for some people, I'm not sure. But I know that for myself, if I don't have certain assistance things like that that help me, like, have an accurate experience, then it can just be kind of jarring. You know, You want to feel like it's difficult to defeat an enemy. You don't want to feel like it's difficult to face in the direction you intend to face. Like, that's just makes you feel like you're drunk, and that's stupid. Oh god, I can't wait to not be in these dark levels anymore. It's hard without the glow ring, you know? This is just like, oh my god. Seriously. Okay. Oh, glory, glory days. Woohoo! Mushroom! Yay! Oh, we are blessed. Look at this. Time to eat berries. I know that we have a ladder right there. I'm going to go ahead and indulge in some copper, because that's going to come in handy pretty soon. Like, for example, we probably want to get a copper pickaxe pretty soon here. Sometimes I just, like, freaking don't even try to escape. I just let things hit me. And I know that's, like, lazy, but, do I care? No. Oh god, really? Stop, everybody. I see you. Barely see you, but I see you because of your little cute green eyes. You know, it would be cool if you could, like, have an alternative to the violence. You know, you could just be like, oh, I'm gonna, like, you know, make a reasonable trade with these guys. I give them something they want and they let me pass, you know? That would be pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure where this goes. I feel like I totally lost my train of thought. It's harder than I thought it would be to have a conversation, well, a monologue, and play a game at the same time. You know, I thought it would be challenging or strange, but it's, like, actually really different. And I guess I should have known because I've watched, like, pro YouTubers, and they have a hard time too sometimes. So, yeah. Oh, come on. How many hit points do you have? Well, I guess if I'm only hitting you for 1 hit point per thing, obviously, gonna take a minute. So there's something that I kind of wanted to touch on in this episode, but I don't, like, there's so many enemies around that I don't feel like it's a good time to touch on it just yet, but hopefully when we get back to the farm, I will remember what I wanted to tell you guys. I've just had a really good time. I've really been enjoying just being able to play this and say what's on my mind, because I feel like before, when I would tell people that I play Stardew Valley, I feel like they didn't realize, like, how much of a mental experience this is for me, like, as far as, like, just appreciating the game and all the things that it makes me think of. So one trick I've learned, by the way, just to go back to what the task at hand, if you're in these, like, dark levels where you can't see anything, I always find it helpful that when I break a block or a rock, I try to walk on it, because if you secretly uncover a staircase, you want to make sure that you don't miss it. And if you hit a block and you can't walk over it, that means there was a staircase there. And I thought I hit every block and have not found staircase. So, aha, that must mean I'm, what? Missing something? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Is that... How do I even... Where's the way down? Is there more stuff over here? Am I lost? Like... Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh my god. We are like trapped. Where's the way down? I just have no idea how to get down, guys, and we only have one more level down to go, so it would kind of suck to leave the mine. On the other hand, it is 10 p.m. Oh, what would I give for a glow ring right now? Oh god. Are we really gonna have to abandon level 39? I mean, if we could go down one more level, not only would we get an elevator, but we would also complete the quest. I mean, come on. Whoa! Please give us a nice little staircase, please. The sad thing is, there might already be a staircase somewhere, and I just don't even know. Can I make a torch? Oh, help me. You know what? This sucks really bad, but I kind of feel... Wait, is this a rock? No. This sucks really bad, but I feel like we're gonna have to abandon because I just don't know where this stuff is. Oh god, I'm so tempted to just like change the screen brightness or something. Like, oh my god. But you know, that's realistic, right? It's a freaking dark cave and I just can't see where I'm going. Yep. Please, bat, be merciful. Give us a nice little ladder, please. Alright, let's go. Very disappointing, you know? But sometimes it happens. Well, on the plus side, we did get 20 copper. That was pretty good. Got a red mushroom. Let's see here. Yeah. You know, we got 3 quartz. It's really not bad. Lordy, it's 12:40. We'll probably make it in time. I don't know, now that it turned 12:50, I'm getting a little nervous here. Please let me at least walk through the front door so I don't lose shit. Ah! I feel like, I mean, I might be remembering this wrong, but I feel like if you pass out not in the mines, that you just lose money. Like, you don't forget parts of the mine, and you don't, like, I think you don't lose items, although I'm not entirely sure about that. You know what? I am going to craft a candle to take with me into the mines because seriously, or a torch, whatever that's called, a torch, but you can't really, can you carry it? I guess you could carry it. Why have I never thought to do that? Just take a torch with me into the mines. That's a really great thing to do. Okay, let's go to sleep. Hey, kitty. What? One thing I don't like about having the sword selected is, sometimes when you try to talk to people, you're like, oh, defensive posture. And that's a little bit weird. Oh, the flower dance. But here's the deal. Do I have enough friendship points with Haley to even dance with her? Because I would really like to have a dance partner. That would be nice. I should probably try to find out where she is today and see if I can give her like a gold flower. Gold quality daffodil. Whatever it's called. Well, we have over 1,000 gold. Okay, it's Tuesday. And it's going to be really interesting once we get our coop going. Have like some chickens. So one thing I usually do with the coop is I usually just in the beginning focus on just hatching eggs, like incubating them and hatching them and just making more chickens until my coop is full. And then after that I can focus on just selling all the eggs. My husband really likes to do the crafting element of the game where you take animal products and, well, anything, and turn it into these artisanal creations. I kind of hate doing that. It is such an extra step for me, and to me it just seems like, yeah, just an extra step. There's no fun in it to me. It's just like, no. Same thing with cooking food. I kind of hate cooking. It's just like, oh god, this takes a long time. You have to gather all these ingredients and put them together, and in the end you get this like shit thing. Like, I'm sorry, it's not shit, but like, I would much rather be doing the gardening, the farming part, just hardcore, and make more money, and use that money to just buy something that's already made. That's really my preference. And what's weird is, like, I can just spend a long time gardening, like just watering, harvesting. I'm the kind of person that, like, when summer comes, it's blueberries all the way everywhere. When fall comes, it's cranberries left and right everywhere. Although it hasn't been as crazy since the update where Eric Barone like fixed the balance a little bit, adjusted the balance so that you can't get super rich just maxing out on those crops. Alright, let's get a beautiful present for a beautiful lady. See if we can find her. Alright, let's go. If I don't find her in town, I will look for her down by the lake. Sometimes she goes there to take pictures. So I forgot to show you guys the thing I wanted to show you in at the farm, but we can actually show it here fairly well. It just was hard to show it in the other place, in the mine, because it's just hard to see. Okay, so the thing I wanted to show, which, you know, people who are familiar with games are going to be like, duh, but some people might not realize this. So look at this fence. I want to talk about sprite layers. So sprite is the graphic, obviously, and we have this, the top half of this fence is on a layer that's in front of the character layer. So when I walk, it's behind me. The bottom half of the fence is on a layer that's behind my character layer, right? So that's how that goes. At least that's how it was in early games. Actually, look at where our shoes are. Right there. It's halfway through there. Okay. You know what? I've got to take it back. I'm not really sure how he did this, because if it was as simple as I thought, our hat should be under that top layer right now. Oh my god, this is giving me chills. I don't know how he did that. Does it have to do with who, like, which of us has the higher, the lower Y coordinate? Is that how we determine if that layer is going to be top or bottom? I mean, that's fascinating. See, and of course it's like, it's for everything, god, like, okay, so here's one of the things that makes me think this. In the farm, when you have your building, your house, if you get grass growing behind there, I'm pretty sure I've seen the grass sticking out in the middle of the building. It's like the grass layer is not in a proper orientation compared to the top of the house, so it like hangs out underneath. So that's why I was assuming that he's still using layers. I mean, layers has traditionally been the way to go, right? Hello, beautiful. You better dance with me tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, that sounded threatening. Yeah, this layer thing, it's been a thing since like a long time. So I assumed he was still doing it here, especially once I saw that grass sticking out. But honestly, I'm not sure anymore, just because of that fence and how that got layered. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the beach today and look for shells. Oh, hi, Sam. I would really like to do the mines again. I want to go to the mines. I'm kind of worried that it might be too late. But, I mean, we might have time. Hello. 2 in one spot. I really want a dinosaur. You know, later in the game, foraging for shells is just a pastime. It's not going to be worth it financially. But as for now. Hello, Elliot. It's worth it. I mean, at least it's, doesn't feel like a waste of time financially. So one complaint I have about the game is, like, you know, like the guy that stands there in the rain to sell you the mermaid's pendant? I just feel like that is ridiculously hard. I mean, I had to look it up online. I was struggling. It should not be that hard to marry someone. Seriously. Can I give you this? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to give you a present. Whatever. I feel really bad for the dog if there's a dog in there. I mean, it's basically animal abuse. So actually people did complain about that the size of Abigail's hamster cage was too small. And I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, I do believe Eric Barone went and fixed that just to be nice to the hamster. And I was really impressed. But what about that dog? You know, what about the doggy? I would like to see the dog come out to play. Okay, round 2. Let's see if we can do this without something stupid happening. And I'm gonna take my torch this time. We're gonna do this. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now. I probably had not been testing accurately that last time that we went through and I couldn't find the staircase. I bet I didn't test when I was hitting things, and then I passed it up and I didn't realize it. We're gonna be careful. We have a torch. It's gonna be fine. Do you think I care? No, I have a ton of health. I'm just gonna keep hitting. Yep, that's right. Ooh, there we go. You know what? I'm gonna fucking steal these torches. Did you know, like, torches come in real handy on your farm? You can just steal them from the mines. You can just steal them, and it's just fine. I love it when enemies line up so you can hit 2 of them at once. You gotta love and hate the bats, their movement patterns. I mean, on the one hand, it's really interesting, and on the other hand, it's a total bitch to fight them. But not as bad as those goddamn worms, though, those moth things. I hate those things. And, like, of course, the dragons, their pattern is really nice, but they take so much health away when they hit you that it's just a nightmare. Just hearing, I'm sure I'm not the only player who's like, when you hear the sound that those dragons make, it's almost like PTSD or something. You're just like, oh my god, like your whole body just gets freaked out. Yeah. But still, I would not call this game hard. I just would not, because it's a total choice. It's just totally relaxing. And I don't mean it's a choice like, oh, it's your choice to play a racing game. It's like, no, it's like there is no preset goal in Stardew. You do whatever the fuck you want, and there is no wrong answer. I don't know. It's just, it's a beautiful game. What can I say? It just works, and it's just good. I don't know. I just don't understand the concept of like, oh, this is a hard game. Don't get it. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We only have 2 more levels to go, and we are doing good on time. Fairly good. It makes all the difference to come into the mine with something to replenish your energy and your health. It really makes all the difference. Ooh, Omni-Geode. Very nice. I love getting into these like circles of stones and just holding my mouse down and dragging over it. It's just, there's something quite satisfying about it. Okay, remember when I said we were good on time? It's been an hour and we're on the same floor. Okay, let's see. We got this. 1 more berry and then we'll start working again. I'll fight you when I can see you. You know, they're tricksy. Like, sometimes if you try to chase them, like, sometimes they'll, like, just go away from you. Do you ever hate it when you've been digging forever and then you just find, like, that there was actually a staircase there the whole time? Or, I mean, a ladder. Yeah, pretty frustrating sometimes. I wouldn't even say it's frustrating, though. I would say it's like, you know? Oh wait, there's more down there? Well, here we go. These guys make such a cute sound and they look so cute. I feel kind of bad to, like, attack them. They are kind of, like, terrifying, though, in their own way. So, yeah. Again, I wish you could negotiate with them. What if you could play as them and just live in this little underground world and then periodically a farmer comes down? That would be so weird. Oh, are you shitting me? We just need 1 more. Okay, hurry it up. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Okay, the nice thing is if we get a staircase, we'll be right next to what? Yes! Oh my god, okay. Guys, we did it. Oh, the slingshot. I wish I even knew how to use the damn thing. You know, some people find the slingshot very easy to use, and the rest of us are like, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, that looks good enough. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. I probably have enough time to play 1 more day, but I kind of feel satisfied. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Ooh, leek. I wonder... Ooh! Little wormies. I wonder if our chicken coop is going to be done tomorrow. I'm not sure. You know, I always call it a chicken coop, but I think it's actually just called coop, right? Because you can have ducks and rabbits. We've got a nice chunk of, what do you call it? A nice good amount of copper. And we have plenty of time to sell these. Collect. What? Reach the bottom? Where's my money for completing the quest? Thank you. Oh, should we do one more day? Let's do another day. I love that sometimes little things happen in the background. For the little transition, like the day's tally screen. Oh, yes, it's the flower dance. I forgot about that. Woohoo! Oh, we still don't have a coop. We probably would have had a coop if Robin had been working today. I'm not even sure. Coffee plant is almost ready, but not quite. Come at me, you little coffee. I want a coffee empire. I wonder how many blueberries I will be able to afford in the summer. There's not really a high profit crop for winter, though. You know, people say that growing that sweet gemberry, that's the way to go for making the most money in fall. But I kind of hate doing that. It takes all season for it to grow. You harvest it just once. That's frustrating. You know, I much prefer cranberries because they're ripe fairly fast, and then you get to keep harvesting them. And every time you do, you come out and those cranberries are ripe, you're like, jackpot! It's just a great feeling. And then you spend, like, I get to the point where I spend literally all day harvesting. Sometimes, I've had times when my farm was so full, I couldn't even harvest all of it in one day. So I'd get this, like, offset where I harvest half one day, half the other, and then it worked out because it would only be ripe, like, one day and then the next. It was insane. Now, that was on a regular farm. This is the forest farm. So I don't think it would even be possible to get that many crops on this type of farm because we have so much less plantable area. But we're doing pretty good here. Now, something I wonder, can the pigs find truffles on this, like, permanent grass? I wonder how Eric Barone differentiated that, like, when he was working on it. Like, when he's, like, talking, like, in his own plans or whatever, like, how does he say, like, okay, well, there's the grass that you plant, but then there's the grass that just is part of the environment. Haley, you better dance with me. I've been courting you all fucking year. Well, I mean, you know, I've been courting you for, like, 24 days. Yeah. Okay. I love that you can show up late and you're not really late. That's the best. Okay. Don't really need anything there. Let's give Kitty some water. Chunky, I never call you by your name. Sorry, baby. I wish you were a dog, though. That's the truth. No fruit today. I'm gonna make my way down to the festival, but I'm gonna stop by. See, I thought so. Forageables right here in my own backyard. Beautiful forest. I just love it. This is kind of weird how they build a bridge and, you know, they section it off. It's just an odd feeling. You know, sometimes I wish there was a little variety for the festival music. Oh god, I love these decorations so much, but I don't feel like we should spend money on that right now. I probably won't talk to everyone. Alex is a total creep, you know that? Wish I could dance with you, honey. Why don't they go out? That's what I want to know. And she's like, I'm still single. Well, I guess Lewis doesn't count, does he? Wow. Ew? Are you serious? Oh my god. Okay. Lewis, where are you? We need to get this over with. You know, it does seem a little odd that people are so picky about their dance partner. It's like you're just dancing. Why don't you want to dance with the new person? Where am I? Oh, I'm off to the side somewhere. Am I? Yes, I'm all the way in a corner. Okay, I've always hated this festival. Like, what are they doing? Are they calling for help? Why are these guys, like, creeping up slowly? And then it's so gendered. And, like, what's the deal with the blue? I've always, like, pretty much hated that festival. Like, the sequence, anyway, of the dancing. It's just pretty shitty. Okay. I do hope they get an update that makes that better, because I don't like it. I don't like it. Oops, the wrong thing. Okay. Now that was a really short day. I want to see the chicken coop. Okay, you know what? But I really do need to get going, so... What is this? I've never... How am I supposed to select the little thing? Oh well, whatever. Alright, everybody. Good night. Yay. Wait, I'm sorry guys. I usually like let it be quiet, but what the fuck? Oh my god, cauliflower. You are good to me. Alright, bye everybody. Coco Baby's going to sleep. Good night.